were suffering to send their children to technological school, technical schools and all that. They can't get in government. The placement in government may be about 10 seats or 15 seats. So I took that as a challenge and I built a college. That's called the TAP College in Saramban. I couldn't have done it without the support of Datuk Sri Dr. Mahathir Mohamad at that time and Tun Mahathir Mohamad at that time. He did a lot of things to the Indian community. And time to time, my duty is to raise the matter concerning the community in the cabinet. I have presided over almost 30 over general assemblies. In every general assembly, we will tell the government, we need this, we want the government to intervene. And after that, we keep on fighting in the government.
However, putting his political career and the interest of his people before his family was always a sacrifice that Datuk Sri S.Samy Vellu did not take lightly.
I think to be a father is more difficult than being a public figure. In a public figure, when you are a public figure, you are vested with the responsibility of looking into the needs of the community. But being a father, that you have to particularly look into the needs of the family. See, when the public come to see me, we talk to them and then make them understand the problems, and we understand their problem, and then after that we will do whatever that is necessary, and they go satisfactorily. But in the family it's not like that, because it is like a sailing ship. You have to always look into it, whether it has the right fuel, whether it's going on at the right speed, and then whether it's being looked after by all the coordinators, like people who work in the ship. That is the family. It is a challenge that you have to take in life, because you can't be a winner all the time. At times, when you lose, you must allow people to make the decision. The people are unsatisfied with me, or they feel that the government, and then I went round the whole of Sungai to find out what went wrong. They said, we are not angry with you. There is change is taking place all over. We also change, but we are not unhappy with you. After I lost this seat, I still feel that I am the president of the Malaysian Indian Congress. It is my duty to bring it up to the Prime Minister. There are many things that we brought to the Prime Minister, particularly Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, and prior to that, Datuk Sri Abdullah Badawi. They have done quite a lot. You see, Datuk Sri Abdullah Badawi has given a lot of money to the building of the university, and Datuk Sri Najib is in direct contact with the Indian community, and he knows the feelings and the difficulties faced by the Indian community. He is prepared to come forward to help, and I think this will help a lot in the coming election.
So now also Datuk, whatever before he behaved as a cabinet minister, still he maintained as the same, behave with the people and all this. He still is very happy man now.
After successfully garnering the presidential post for his 11th term on 2009, Samy Vellu, however, chose to announce his retirement by the end of 2010.
Tell you, whatever it is, we love the world so much, but still one day you have to leave the world, isn't it? Something like that. However, you love the party, or you work so hard for the party. As and when the time comes, a change has to take place, the natural change.
His deputy, Datuk G. Palanivel, was then announced successor, and he further stressed that he will stay out of party matters.
I think Datuk Palanivel has got a capability to run the party, and then he is a good leader. He is very pious, and at the same time he is a hard-working person, and I am very sure he'll pick up things very fast and then go to the level of expectation. I have already said I don't want to be an advisor, because the reason is advisory capacity. If you go into the political party, that you must spend a lot of time also. I don't want. I have already done enough in the MIC. I want Datuk Vellu to think on his own and do the party in the way that he wants the party to be, giving him full independence.
Following his resignation as leader of the Indian community in Malaysia, S.Samy Vellu continues to hope to see his legacy carry on. Leaving behind an education infrastructure, he hopes that the future will hold this as one of its key agendas.
They must always think in terms of having higher education, tertiary level, and be a graduate. That is the only way that they can meet the challenges of the future. They cannot meet the challenges of future like being now. Each house, I have said, I have already made a vow before, every house there must be one graduate. Now we are changing it to every house 2 graduates, because I see some houses got 5 graduates also. That is to say that the opportunity to upgrade to educational knowledge is still available in the country.
You've met the man, the legend. He is a man that is driven by passion that will most certainly leave behind a long legacy. And now we leave you behind with a cherishable moment with Datuk Seri S.Samy Vellu.
வெள்ளை புறா ஒன்று ஏங்குது கழியில் வராமலே, நமது கதை புது கதைதான், நானுந்தன் பூமாலை. லல்லா லலலலா லாலாலலா லாலலா.
வெள்ளை புறா ஒன்று போனது கையில் வராமலே.
I used to travel to Australia those days when my son was studying in Australia. I had a center bald in my head, and I saw a friend of mine who did the scalp reduction operation. So I was attracted to it. Then I went to see the surgeon and asked the surgeon what I should do. He said, for me, I had to go through about 8 surgeries. So I went to Australia 8 times, and then I reduced the unproductive part of the scalp. They remove it a quarter inch every trip that I make. And finally, the productive part on both sides joined. That is how my hair is still growing. A lot of people are thinking that I'm wearing something, some wig or something.